Hey, what's going on? It's your boy Chef L Dub alongside my man Roland from Barbecue Smoker Pros. We're gonna get this prime rib dry rubbed and injected up.
So a Christmas prime rib?
Christmas prime rib.
That's the
man.
best type.
You can have Saturday prime rib. You can have Easter egg prime rib. You can have I'm going to feed the dog prime rib. You can never go wrong with prime rib. So what we're gonna do today, we're gonna inject this bad boy with some Budweiser sweet and tangy injection, and we're gonna go back to the old faithful. My dry rub.
Can you teach? I mean, you have a lot of experience. Can you teach a person like me, like how do you pick your prime rib? Like how'd you pick this?
So I look for a lot of marbling in my prime rib. If it doesn't have a lot of marbling in it, it's gonna dry out when you're cooking it, and it's not gonna have that much flavor. Fat is flavor. I don't care how much seasoning you put on your meats. If it doesn't have any fat in it, it's not going to have that much flavor. So you want to look for a prime rib or a steak or a Boston butt or a brisket for that matter that has some nice flavor. And you see like the marbling inside of it, the little vein marbling that looks small, but that little vein there
It's gonna be
gives
yummy.
it a lot of flavor.
And now prime rib, of course, you want bone versus no
You
bone.
want bone versus no bone because that bone gives it flavor also.
Excellent.
So we're going to carve this up. Looks like we have 3 nice sized ones here. So we're going to carve them out and get them bad boys ready to season up. So start with your nice line so you know exactly. I don't cut from the back first. I cut from the middle first. That way I can dress this up as I want it. So I go get me a nice fine line and just take my time and cut through it. Don't rush it. Take your time. Now you will see what I mean when I say about that marbling when this opens up. Now you can see it. You
Wow.
see that good marbling in there?
Yeah, that's nice.
All that's flavor. So now I'm gonna come on the back side and I'm gonna shave this down. This is what Roland called the bad part, but no part of the prime rib is bad to me.
And I apologize to the chef. I don't have the greatest selection of knives here, so don't judge him on his knife skills.
Hey, we
'cause
make 'em work,
These
man.
are my knives. These are just plain kitchen knives.
Hey, the
but-
cavemen didn't have any either, but they made it work, right?
That's true. That's true. But like I said,
So we got a nice inch cut of the prime rib.
God, yeah.
So it's gonna render down some, but it's gonna be a nice size when it cuts up, when it cooks up. So we're gonna go back to the same, start to your middle and get you a nice cut line so you got a nice even piece of prime rib. And again, you don't really want to trim the fat off your prime rib because that's all flavor, man. Let me tell you. When you cut that fat off, you're really doing your meat a disservice because you're just giving that flavor away. You just pay for all this flavor. That fat is in there, so it's per pound. So you're paying for it. So as you can see, the bone is on the outside of here. So I'm not going to try to trim this. I'm just going to trim a little off the interior here so we can have some evenly sized prime ribs on each side. I'm going to keep about 1 inch on each one. And these here, you can cut these bad boys up if you like and make you a nice, make your prime rib omelet in the morning with breakfast. And man, be the best omelet you ever had.
And the key is, like you're saying, try to keep them even size so
Yeah.
that when you cook them,
Yeah.
then they'll come out about the same.
Yeah, and you want, like I said, just get you a nice line in the beginning, just like drawing a line. You get that line in the beginning, and you just keep following that line, just like you're doing a fillet on a fish. You want to follow that line. See all that fat right there, man? That's all flavor. So now they're all the same size.
They look incredible.
So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to inject them. Now with beef, I inject it at an angle, like so. And you see how it comes out.
Oop, we can see that.
Yeah, because beef has veins, and if you hit like I'm still hitting that same vein.
Ah, that's right.
So I'm just gonna put my hand over it because it keeps.
It's gonna be funny on the video.
Yeah.
The first one came out like a volcano.
So
that's pretty funny.
That's why when I do beef and Boston butts, I go at an angle because, like I said, you have those veins in there. When you hit them,
That's funny.
it comes out of those veins, and you just rub it. Flip it up, do the same thing. Now, what happens right here, the fat cap is going to keep it from coming out the top, but as you see, it comes out of the side.
Because the veins. That's right, because the big cow veins.
Yep. But don't worry, you still get an injection in there. You think it's all coming out, but it's not. It's inside of that meat. So, yeah, I might need a big one, Roland, because this has a lot of herbs and spices inside of this injection. So I may need a bigger
Needle.
injector.
All right, everybody, we're gonna stop here, but we'll come back in about a second, but it'll take us about 10 minutes.
Okay. All right, we had to go get the big guns. We got
The big boys.
this injection. It has a lot of flavor in it, man. It has a lot of rosemary and a lot of thyme in it. Let me see how you operate this old fancy thing
Push that in there.
that Roland has. There we go. Roland got the high-speed injector. All right.
So you really like the smell, and so far we've scored each other with this. This stuff's pretty good, huh?
It smells so good. Oh my goodness. That smells so good. All right, we're gonna go the long way. There we go. Look at that, look at that, look at that. That's how it's supposed to look, man. We got this injection going good.
So what do you recommend? Like, do you inject pretty much all your meats, or what do you feel about injecting versus not injecting?
Most of my meats I don't inject. Only thing I mostly inject are like the Boston butts and the briskets and the turkeys. My steaks I don't inject because I usually do about 1/4 inch to 1 inch steak. I either do a porterhouse or I do a New York strip. And you don't really have to inject those. I do a dry rub in them so good. The dry rub, it holds up the flavor. It'll really hold the flavor. As you see, I'm injecting and I'm letting it spread on the other meat. But I'll inject, if it's a tough meat, then I'll inject it because it'll keep the moisture in. A lot of people like to spritz their meat while they're cooking. But I don't like to spritz mine because when you spritz, now you're compromising the heat of the meat. And
these look like they're about 1.5 inches, almost 2 inch. I mean,
Yeah.
that's a big one.
But they're gonna render down because you got a lot of fat on it. So a lot of the fat is gonna render down while you're cooking and it's gonna draw it up. So
I'll tell you, that meat looks really soft. What's
it
your
really
opinion?
is. It really is. And as you see, this one is holding the injection good. It's coming out the backside, but it's holding it up pretty good. And then we're gonna put some of the injection on top of the meat. On top of the meat also. So we're just gonna drizzle it over and rub it, and then we're gonna put that dry rub on it. This is just gonna be like a base for the dry rub.
Boy, it's making me hungry.
Man, you don't understand the smells right now. And people say this all the time, but if you had smell-o-vision right now, oh my goodness. Smell-o-vision would have you going crazy right now. So, there we go. Now we're gonna come back with the dry rub. And with beef and big pieces of meat, don't worry about over-seasoning. You're never gonna over-season because it's a big piece of meat. So it's gonna hold that seasoning. It's gonna cook very well with it. You want to get all of the meat seasoned. You want all sides of the meat, bottom sides, and the front. Don't worry about over seasoning because you're not. It's a big piece of meat, so it's gonna hold up very well in the cooking process. I used to be afraid of seasoning because I thought, like with chicken and fish, if you put too much, you're just gonna ruin it.
Yep.
But with steak, big pieces of pork, big pieces of beef, you're never gonna over-season it unless you put a whole bucket on.
Right.
Like what I'm doing now, it looks like I'm putting a lot, but it's not a lot. So there you go with that. We got them all seasoned up, and we're gonna sear fry those.
Well, we're gonna put these in a cast iron pan and show everybody.
Okay.
So if you want to
Later.
season them up or put some.
Watch what I do. So if you think you over-seasoned, go over there and pat them bad boys down. And we're gonna stir fry these.
We're working, man. We need to make lunch, so we're gonna make a quick lunch here.
Alrighty. So now we're gonna go put these bad boys in this pan.
So again, everything's all set to go. What would you do? Put this back in the
Put this back in the ice box. I would cover it up with aluminum foil.
Yep.
And I would let it marinate
Yep.
for a couple of days. That's with the turkey. And then take them out same time you take the turkeys out.
Okay.
And put them in the deep fryer after you finish your turkey. I would fry these probably maybe like 15 minutes each because they're pretty thick. So I'll give them, like when I do fried ribs, I do fried ribs like 6 minutes, 6 to 7 minutes.
Okay.
But this is a thicker meat. This is about 1.5 inches on the cut, so I would do it about 15 minutes.
And we'll see when we come back, and we'll see what it looks like.
Your boy Chef L Dub and Roland from Barbecue Smoker Pros said, smoke 'em if you got 'em. Hey, Merry Christmas. This your boy Chef L Dub coming at you. and my man Roland from Barbecue Smoker Pros. We're gonna get this turkey fried today. So today we're gonna be using pure soybean oil.
And you get that from Sam's Club,
Yeah,
Costco?
I guess Sam's Club. It costs about 39 bucks. So we're gonna put the oil in at about, we have a measured line. So we have a 14-pound turkey. So that's the measured line for the.
So you can see the line right in here. I can see. So you fill it up to there?
Yes, we do.
Great.
So what we're gonna have is we have the basket for the turkey. We're gonna put the turkey in the basket, neck toward the neck of the basket. The basket really shows you what it's supposed to be. The back of the turkey goes back, being the wider part of the turkey. So what you're gonna do is you're just gonna submerge the turkey inside of the fryer, nice and slow, because once the hot grease hit it, it's gonna start to sizzle up. Once you get the turkey to the bottom, you just take your hook off and close your lid and let it fry. So once we get this grease up to 375 degrees, we're gonna come back and we're gonna put the turkey in it, and we're gonna let you see us get this thing going on. It's your boy Chef L Dub saying, see you in a minute. What's going on? Merry Christmas to you. It's your boy Chef L Dub coming at you. My man Roland from Barbecue Smoker Pros. We're going to get these prime ribs fried up, baby. So
I tell you, if you had the smell-o-vision on this YouTube, you would smell it. That rub injection you put on it, awesome. Go ahead. Sorry, Chef.
So what we're gonna do is he's been injected and rubbed for the last 2 days. We're gonna put him in this deep fryer, and we're gonna fry these bad boys up. So I got my oil set at 375, and we're gonna put them inside of the deep fryer, and we're gonna let these boys fry up for about 15 minutes. So you treat this like you would treat any other steak. You would season it, and you would dry rub it and inject it if you want to inject it, and just put it in the deep fryer and let it cook for about a good 15 minutes. We're going to try to stand these up so they can cook evenly. We're going to cook them on the bone, with the bone at the bottom of the fryer. And we're going to let these bad boys.
That makes sense. Good. Put the bone in the bottom to help sort of stand it up.
Yep.
Yeah, like toast.
And let these boys fry. Again, when you put any type of meat with liquids in a deep fryer, you want to go nice and slow so you don't get that hot grease popping all over you.
And you can see that grease is nice and hot. So 375, Chef?
375.
Okay.
So I left my handle upstairs. Normally I wouldn't do this, but I left it upstairs, so I'm going to go nice and slow with it. The fryer is made to fit the basket, so you turn the basket in the way that it's going to fit into the fryer. And just slowly submerge it into the grease.
Well, don't burn your fingers if you have to let it go. You know what, Chef?
I got you.
I found this. You good?
I got you, yep. There we go. Close it down, come back in 15 minutes, and we're going to have some nice steaks in there. So I'm going to set my timer for 15 minutes on these prime ribs, and we'll be back in 15 minutes.
So this is like truly set it and forget it. Just
Set
get
it, forget
up
it.
the temperature, put it in, close the lid, and let the fryer do its deal.
Let the fryer do its deal. Got me set for 15 minutes,
Great.
and we'll be back in 15 minutes. We're done. So it's your boy Chef L Dub and Roland from Barbecue Smoker Pro saying, fry them if you got them. Merry Christmas 2023. It's your boy Chef L Dub and Roland from Barbecue Smoker Pros. We got these prime ribs all cooked up. Cooked them up for like 15 minutes, and we're gonna take them out and see what they look like.
Awesome. Well, I'll tell you, just the smell when you open that lid up just hit me.
Oh man, that medium well right there. Get a close up of that cut. That's that medium well prime rib for you. And we got 3 1-inch size, 1.5 inch size pieces. And these bad boys are going to be delicious. This is the last one coming out now. Oh man. Can't wait to cut into these bad boys. So it's your boy Chef L Dub saying we will see you in a minute carving these bad boys up. Bon appetit.
And for safety, we're going to unplug it and close the lid.
Yes, we are. We're going to unplug the fryer.
Yep.
And we're going to close it up and let the oil cool down.
Okay, I'll take care of that,
It's your
Chef.
boy Chef L Dub and Roland from Barbecue Smoker Pro saying bon appetit. It's your boy Chef L Dub and Roland from Barbecue Smoker Pros coming back at you. We got these deep fried prime ribs. I just don't know what to say right now. The smell is just, it's out of this world. So no talking. Let's get to carving this bad boy
Let's
up.
get to work.
Let's get to work.
Steven, are you up to taste testing again?
Hey, I've tried the turkey to die for. I'm ready to try this prime rib, and yes.
Shayna, are you ready? Good.
So we're going to give this carb real quick. And I'm just lightly cutting this. I'm not putting any pressure on this at all.
And again, everybody, my knives suck here. I don't have good
And
knives.
these are medium well. And we're just going to do a nice carve on it. Oh, man. It's cutting so good.
And you did medium well because that's what everybody preferred. Everybody
Everybody
wanted
preferred
medium
medium
well.
well.
So everybody there on YouTube, don't yell and scream at us about other things.
So we're going to have a little medium. We're going to have a little rare in the middle, but on the ends, we're going to go to medium rare. You want medium or you want well, or how you want yours?
As rare as possible. So
Can we hold on 1 second, Chef? Just 1 second. Hold
Gotcha.
there. Hold there. We have Ruger that's getting ready to taste test. Scouts over here and Onyx. So the whole crew came around for that smell over here. Chef, go ahead.
So we're going to give him the medium, I mean, the rare.
Perfect. Oh, look how juicy it is.
Be honest about it.
Oh my god, that seasoning, the juice, how easy is it to eat?
So Ricky, we got you a medium well.
Miss Ricky, come over here, Miss Ricky, because you're the boss. If Miss Ricky likes it, then it's all
Got you a
good.
medium well.
Okay.
You can handle it.
Wow. That's really good.
Who's next?
Come on, Miss Shayna.
What cut do you want?
I want your recommendation cut, Chef.
Okay, I'm gonna give you the medium well. Has a little pink to it, but you're gonna love it. The juice is gonna make it tender, and you're gonna love every bite of it.
Oh my.
We injected them Saturday. What's today?
What do you think?
Austin, come on over. You're next, Austin.
Holy shit. That's big.
You want the
Leave
same
that
cut
one out.
off?
Don't ban us, YouTube.
Leave that
She
one
meant
out.
holy sheets.
Holy shit.
Bed sheets. We sell bed sheets over here.
You want to cut off the camera?
Come on, Mr.
Cooked in oil.
Mr. Chris, come take.
Hey, Chris, it has no oily taste to it at all.
You can't.
Nope.
Gotcha.
He can't.
Well, there you have it. Christmas 2023 this time, and not 03. That was the moonshine talking, by the way.
Yeah, we have to take care of our chefs around here, but go ahead.
But we got this prime rib, man. We did it two ways. We did it sear fried on Friday, and we did it deep fried today. And we did it with injections and dry rub, and the tastes are perfect.
And it was set it, forget it, really. It was
Set
just
it and forget it.
max at 15 minutes, pretty
You got
much.
your master built indoor turkey fryer. You sit this at 375 degrees for 15 minutes, and it gives you the perfect. Anyone can have this. The people that like the rare, the medium rare, the well, the medium well, you get every cut of it from that deep fryer. As you can see with the turkey, it's almost gone already.
And we haven't even started dinner
We haven't
yet.
started dinner yet, so
Thanks, Chef.
listen, deep frying, it works every time. It's your boy Chef L Dub and the family. We're saying Merry Christmas 2023 to everybody. Bon appetit. Holy sheets.
Merry Christmas 2003. Barbecue on.
There we got it, baby.
Holy